A few years ago, the man behind the TikTok page Moradors Nocturnos brought his newborn son home from the hospital. Almost immediately, he felt a dark and unsettling presence throughout the house. At first, he dismissed it as the stress and anxiety that often come with being a new parent. But as his son grew older, that oppressive feeling seemed to grow stronger alongside him. Fast forward to an otherwise ordinary afternoon. The father and his young son are sitting together watching cartoons when they notice something they simply can't explain. Take a look at this.
He estado tranquilo.
Miren lo que está pasando. No me había pasado nada. Estoy jugando con mi hijo. Estoy haciendo caricaturas. Miren. Mi esposa está en el baño. Vamos a ver.
¿Qué carajo es eso?
¿Qué es eso? No mames. Maldita sea, vamos a prender el flash. Ahí espera, hijo. ¿Qué fue eso? No hay nadie en la cocina. Oh, mierda. ¿Qué?
Ahora sí me dio miedo.
¿Qué es eso?
A shadowy head appears from inside the closet for just a brief moment before vanishing completely.
No hay nadie en la cocina. Oh, mierda. ¿Qué?
Ahora sí me dio miedo.
¿Qué es eso?
Naturally, the father is terrified and begins to fear that whatever is lurking in the house may be focused on his little boy. The family spends the rest of the evening on edge before finally attempting to get some sleep. But at exactly 3 a.m., both he and his wife are suddenly awakened as the situation takes a frightening turn. A slow, rhythmic knocking echoes from the front door. He cautiously makes his way downstairs to see who could possibly be there at that hour. What he discovers leaves him visibly shaken. Watch this.
Google, ¿qué hora es?
Son las 3:10 de la mañana.
Bien.
Someone or something appears to be trying to get inside. The figure looks like it could simply be a person. And considering how long it took him to unlock the door, there would have been enough time for someone to run away and disappear from sight. But if that were the case, wouldn't they have heard footsteps racing off into the darkness? And where exactly could the person have gone? What do you think is happening here? Is this family being harassed by a stalker, or could something more paranormal be taking place? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. This video was uploaded to YouTube by Denise Pilon and titled it Haunted House in Riyadh, Naranda. For a while now, Denise and her family have been hearing creepy, unexplainable sounds such as loud bangs like doors slamming and mysterious whispering voices coming from empty rooms in their house. Despite making several attempts to identify the source of the strange noises, the family never found an explanation and now believes something supernatural may be responsible. One afternoon, Denise's family leaves the house for the day, but her daughter decides to stay home alone. Before long, something unsettling catches her attention. Feeling uneasy, she grabs her phone and begins recording.
Là, Olivier, arrête! T'es vraiment fatigant, là. Je vais appeler maman. Olivier? Olivier? Oli? Ah! Oli? C'est vraiment pas drôle, là. Je vais appeler maman. Ça a bougé. Maman! 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 Oli!
A kitchen cabinet door suddenly swings open and shut completely on its own. Denise's daughter watches in disbelief when an object unexpectedly falls from a shelf, startling her. She calls out, and moments later another item slides off and crashes onto the floor. Then yet another object falls. As she turns around, a different cabinet door swings open right in front of her. After Denise uploaded the footage to YouTube, many viewers became convinced that her home might be haunted by a poltergeist. But what do you think? Is Denise's house truly haunted, as she and many viewers believe? Share your opinion in the comments below. Before going to the next video, I would like to thank you all, and kindly don't forget to subscribe for more videos. This next entry was uploaded to the Ghosts subreddit last month by user According Pangolin84, who titled the post, Sharing My One and Only Possible Ghost Encounter. According to the original poster, the photo was taken outside a notoriously haunted mansion somewhere in Utah. While her friends went inside the mansion, they asked her to take a picture of them from outside once they reached one of the windows. The poster waited in her car until her friends appeared. She snapped a photo, and what she captured left her, her friends, and many Reddit users deeply unsettled. In the image, a dark, shadowy figure with glowing eyes appears to be standing directly behind her two friends. At the time, neither of them realized that someone or something seemed to be right behind them. Many users on the Ghost subreddit found the image disturbing. Some were convinced it showed a ghost, while others remained skeptical. To address the questions, the poster later uploaded a clearer version of the image. So what do you think? Did she accidentally capture a ghost standing behind her friends? Leave your thoughts below. It was late at night when Shannon picked up her phone and started recording. She was lying on the bed next to her daughter, who had told her earlier that she was afraid to sleep in her room. Shannon admitted that she, too, felt uneasy that night. There was a strange and unsettling feeling throughout the house. That's why she decided to start filming.
So this is the same toy that used to go off in the past. And it's always terrified me since. So I would ask it questions and it would answer with noises.
This is the same toy that used to go off on its own in the past, and it has always terrified me. She explained that she would sometimes ask the toy questions, and it would seem to respond with sounds. What happened next was especially creepy. You could hear the toy making noises from the living room, but something even stranger caught her attention. As soon as Shannon moved the camera back, one of the toy hand's fingers slowly rose, as if it were pointing directly at her as though it were saying, "I'm watching you." As for the toy truck, Shannon claims that whenever she tells it to light up or make a sound, it sometimes does exactly that. Because of these incidents, she believes the toy may be cursed or possibly haunted by a ghost. But as always, whether this is genuine paranormal evidence is up to you to decide. KC Love 8 posted this next clip to her social media after recording a creepy moment, while having a sleepover with her friends. At first, the group spends the evening having fun with no parents around. They pass the time playing games and dancing together before heading upstairs to KC's room for another challenge. The rules are simple. You must cross the room, but you're only allowed to move when the lights are off. As soon as the lights come back on, everyone has to freeze. At first, the game seems completely harmless. But what happens next transforms the fun into something much more unsettling.
The lights are on. You have 5 moves to get to me. Are you ready?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Oh, all right. You have 5 moves to get to me. Something fell, right?
Yeah. See right here.
And it just fell off? Okay.
Fell? I thought that it blew off. There's no way this is here. How heavy this is.
No. She didn't touch it. Amazing. Oh my god! Oh my god! You guys! What the hell?
That was okay.
So what? What the cat is? Oh my god!
Oh my god.
What is? Wait! I'm really scared.
As the lights go out, an object suddenly falls from a shelf and hits the floor. But how? None of the girls are anywhere near it. In fact, if you look closely at the shelf just before the lights go out, the object is clearly sitting in place. Then, while the girls discuss how it could have fallen, a cabinet door slowly swings open by itself. What they fail to notice is even stranger. As they continue talking, a lampshade above them begins swaying back and forth on its own. After viewing the clip, many people became convinced that Casey's house might be haunted. But what do you think is really happening here? Let me know in the comments below. Reddit user NoahNoah26 recently shared a chilling photograph that quickly gained attention on the paranormal subreddit. According to the post, a fellow hospital employee working late kept hearing footsteps coming from a nearby hallway. Every time they went to investigate, no one was there. Even more unsettling, they were supposed to be the only person in that section of the hospital at the time. The footsteps continued, so they decided to try something unusual. Believing that some things might not always be visible to the naked eye, they took a photograph of the corridor. What they captured left many Reddit users deeply unsettled. At first glance, the image appears completely normal. But upon closer inspection, a mysterious figure seems to be reflected on the shiny floor tiles near a wheelchair. The problem is that the hallway itself appears completely empty. So who or what is reflected there? The image quickly sparked hundreds of comments from users eager to share their theories. Many believed the photo may have captured a ghost or some other unexplained entity. Others suggested the figure could resemble the infamous Hat Man, a mysterious character from urban legends who is often said to appear before death and is frequently associated with hospitals. Normally, I don't include entries that rely solely on comments without additional evidence. However, some of the theories surrounding this photograph were simply too compelling to ignore.
I worked as a nurse in elder care for 10 years. My first night off training, I was sitting at the desk doing charting, and my colleague went out to smoke. No more than 5 minutes after she left, I saw a shadow standing next to the desk, behind a pillar. Very clearly a man in a hat, but he was thick, black like smoke. I was freaked out by the sight because I could still see through him. So, I kept charting, and just convinced myself I was super tired. When my coworker came back in, she said I looked pale. I told her what happened, and we did a walking round together. We discovered one of the residents in a room close to the desk down the hall with the pillar had passed in their sleep. She consoled me and said, "We work with the Reaper. Girl, it sucks, but I'm glad you told me." We had this room where staff would see a black mass leaning over the bed before someone died.
Thousands upon thousands of witness accounts and stories from people who have seen this so-called Hat Man. And I bet, if you ask around, someone you know, has seen him too. As you saw in the comments, this photo sparked a huge discussion about the Hat Man, and most believe that this is who was captured in this photo. But what, or who, do you think this is? In the next clip, a young girl is peacefully playing with her doll when something unexpected happens. The doll's movements don't appear normal at all. As the girl pretends to feed it, the doll seems to move its head forward as if it were actually trying to eat. Dolls have long been associated with paranormal stories, and the next case is just as unsettling. Something is happening to a woman's doll that seems impossible to explain. According to the owner, the doll was completely bald just a few days ago. Now, strands of hair appear to be growing from its head. She and her family purchased the doll from a second-hand store because they enjoy collecting unusual dolls. The strangest part. Representatives connected to the Ed and Lorraine Warren collection reportedly expressed interest in purchasing it. For those unfamiliar, the Warrens were famous paranormal investigators whose collection contained some of the world's most infamous allegedly haunted objects. This story brings to mind the legend of the Okika doll, a supposedly haunted doll from Japan whose hair is also said to grow. According to the story, in 1918 a young boy purchased the doll for his 2-year-old sister. She loved it dearly and played with it every day. Tragically, she passed away the following year due to an illness. Heartbroken, the family placed the doll on their household altar and prayed in memory of the little girl. However, after some time, they noticed something impossible to ignore. The doll's hair appeared to be growing. The family came to believe that their daughter's spirit had become attached to the doll. Even today, the Okiku doll is said to be kept at the Meinenji Temple in Japan, where many believe its hair continues to grow, as though a soul remains trapped inside it forever.
Want some ghosts on camera? Or there's some creepy videos that you would like me to include in the next video? Email me at scarycamyt@gmail.com.